Hi there, I'm Cindy Goggin, and I'm a lender with Premier Mortgage. We used to be U.S. Mortgage in the past, and we were rebranded back in October, and so now we're Premier Mortgage.
And I'm Bruce Tichy with eXp Realty.
And this is where Realtor meets lender. So today we're taking a break from our usual Things to Do in Ocala video series, and we're going to try this. It's kind of a podcast type thing. It's not interactive, but we heard it's all the rave. So I thought we could talk a little bit about Florida's Hometown Heroes program. So sometimes you'll hear me call it HTH or Bruce.
And when you're finished explaining the program, maybe I can offer some scenarios or situations on how we might use the program from a realtor's experience.
Oh, that'd be great, Bruce. So I want to just start with a high-level explanation of it, the program. It's basically eligible frontline workers can receive lower than market interest rate on their FHA or VA, RD, rural development, or Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac first mortgages. So they, in addition to that lower than interest rates, they can get upfront fees, reduced upfront fees, no origination points or discount points, and down payment or closing cost assistance. So examples of the frontline workers I mentioned were like law enforcement, educators, firefighters, healthcare workers, childcare employees, and active duty or military or veterans. And what the assistance comes to is it's a 5% of the loan with a maximum of $25,000. And so basically that assistance is considered a deferred second mortgage. And what that means is that the homeowner is not responsible for repaying that or paying on it unless or until they've actually sell the home, refinance the home, they put the deed in somebody else's name, or they just simply cannot or don't live in the home as their primary residence any longer. So there are there are limits, loan and income limits that are also, I can discuss with you if you give me a call and want to talk about it. So Bruce, as a lender, in the past, I have identified clients who I thought would have greatly benefited from this program. As I mentioned, it is a fairly new program. It just came out this past summer. I was wondering from a realtor's perspective, what kind of clients do you think could benefit from this?
Cindy, first of all, this is great information. After hearing you describe it, I can think of several clients who would not only qualify, but who would definitely benefit from this program. I have many friends who are teachers, police officers, firefighters, who I know are presently renting, who would greatly benefit from this program to own their first home.
Well, good. I'd also, that's great. But I wanted to talk about veterans versus first-time homebuyers. I think that there's a bit of a difference between them. And so a veteran, as we all know, already benefits from VA loans. So their down payment assistance already covered through a VA loan. And so they would benefit more on that 5% on the closing cost side of things, origination points. They benefit from the lower than market interest rates and things like that. So that actually is a good program for them as well. And then the first time home buyers, if you have either never owned a home in the past or you have not owned a home for 3 years or more, you're considered a first-time home buyer. And so you would benefit from either the down payment assistance or the closing costs or a combination of them. But you would still get those lower than market interest rates and a lot of the other, like the no origination points and fees. So there's a lot of benefit for both, but I just wanted to differentiate between the two. I know I had a VA loan at one time. I would have never had the money to put a down payment when I was younger on my first home. And so I wish this program had been available at the time. But, well, let's just say, give an example. Say you call me up, you say, Cindy, I'm a first-time home buyer. I'm an eligible frontline worker. My job is on the list. Yay. And you call me up and say, can you pre-qualify me for a loan? So I'm going to keep the number simple. Let's say I've pre-qualified somebody for a $500,000 loan. The 5% of that is $25,000. And so you've got an idea of what the maximum loan amount would be in order to benefit the full amount for this program. So it's that would be your maximum down payment assistance that's allowed.
Thanks for clarifying with that example, Cindy. I want to add something unrelated to HTH. No matter what your needs might be in buying your first home, there is always a benefit in having a lending and realtor team like ours. We say where realtor meets lender a lot, but it's truly the best of both worlds rolled into one, and that's why it quickly became our slogan.
Definitely, Bruce. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm Cindy Goggin from Premier Mortgage.
And I'm Bruce Tichy with eXp Realty. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with our videos and podcasts as we roll them out. And remember, this is where realtor meets lender.